Working. Should be working. Okay, I believe we're live. Let me just find the video so I can see you guys talking to me. Huh. I'm gonna restart this page. It's a little crazy. hmm Okay, I can see myself. Woohoo! All right, everybody. Hi, how are you doing? Hope you're having a great weekend. Meanwhile, I've released my new video for Gloom that my sister edited and did a great job on it. So hope you guys get to watch that. I have attached the links in here in the description. So go ahead and click those and just watch them and enjoy. Or you can stay until the end and do that later. That's always fine. Again, a reminder, if you are in my email tribe, please join me if you're not, because you will be getting all the replays of every show I've ever done on Sunday and some more stuff too. So when you just join the first 10 emails, you get free song downloads and videos. And it's really fun for me to sort of get to know you because I'm sharing a little bit of myself and then I'm asking you to tell me your story. A lot of you have written me. Thank you. It's always nice to hear your story. It's always nice to hear what kind of music you listen to, where you're coming from, what your ideas are and goals and inspirations and things like that. So I'm always happy to share that with you. So please don't hesitate to write to me when you're in my email. It's actually probably the easiest way for me to learn more about you. Meanwhile, I'm always talking and playing on this platform here, so you guys get to hear me a lot. But I would love to hear from you too. So email is probably my favorite way of communicating because you can actually put full paragraphs and thoughts into it. So, meanwhile, I would like to show you my new song that I wrote for Music for Caves. As you might know, Music for Caves is a series I started writing during lockdowns and quarantines in pandemic here. And I feel like this is definitely the kind of sound I've been looking for in contrast with my crazy metal, gypsy, folk metal kind of style that I love playing for you. We'll do some of that today too. But also a little step back to sort of reevaluate and think and recharge. And I love working on this music. It's very minimalistic instrumentation. So there's no more than four single instruments. The first one, Gloom, was made for violin, voice, kalimba, and drum, and I think it went really well. So that's the video for it. Click ahead and enjoy. Meanwhile, the second song that I've released this week that's free on SoundCloud for you to download and listen and enjoy and do whatever you like with it. Maybe listen to it before bedtime. I recommend it. It does have that soothing vibe. It has that tuning in low D for the drum that is not the standard 440 on A. It's 432 on A. Well, we talked about Ace because we usually tune everything to concert A, right? And this drum is designed to be lower than that. And it was interesting working with it, but it was even more interesting to observe how it affected me while I'm editing the music and listening to that frequency over and over. And I just feel like soothing into sleep. So I hope you guys enjoy that. It's really effective on meters because I'm tuning it and editing and spending so much time with it. I think you listen to it once or twice, you will definitely get that soothing vibe. And I hope it helps you fall asleep. Meanwhile, can you guys hear me okay? Yay! Hi Tony, how you doing? Let me know if you can hear me okay. So what I wanted to show you today, I know we're starting a bit late and I'm sorry about that. Sometimes time runs away from me doing something else, but I'm going to show you something really cool. So watch this. In my water piece, there is an instrument called the water bowl. So this one's written for kalimba, spear drum, voice, and water bowl. And I will show you how I play it. So in just a second, it's down here. Can you hear that? So that's a woo, that kind of sound that the water bowl makes because it's metal. And when I turn it, the water changes shape and changes the melody, changes the tuning. Could you hear that? I don't know if you could because it's a dynamic mic. So hopefully you did. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to play my piece for you guys. Water. and I'm gonna play on the water bowl. Yay! So I won't be talking during it. So you get to experience that kind of meditative texture that I was talking about and tell me what you think. All right, here we go. Here is water. Thank you, Tony. Tony says nice soothing sound. Thank you so much. So I wanted to show you a bit more of how this works. I don't know if you can hear the in the mic. Can you hear the water bowl? It goes woo. Well, you definitely hear it on the recording. I gave it a whole section of just solo. So the way it works, I have this metal bowl, my salad bowl, filled with a little bit of water on the bottom, right? So I'm just rubbing it on the sides of the bowl, and then I'm tilting it. And as I tilt, the water changes shape and changes the pitch. It's really cool. And I think it's best with a metal bowl. So if you have like a plastic one, it's not the same because metal resonates a bit more, right? It's like a vibraphone. So I think like this whole series is written for vibraphones. Mhm. Or metallophones, if you may. So kalimba, very similar actually. Kalimba's bars are made of metal, so they're all connected and attached in different shapes and sizes to make different pitch. This is very similar if you think about it. You just have to sort of practice on it and see how you can control the pitch a little bit better. So I'm going to try to make some really long notes for you guys. Have a listen. That's it. That's how far I got so far. I think with practice, you can definitely make them work for you even better. And I know that I'm gonna try. This is not the last song in the series. This the second one only, and I'm going to create one on fire, one on air, one on earth, one basically every element in nature. So the Gloom series are meant to be performed in a cave, and I hope you guys can get that feeling from this track. So I figured, if I'm writing a chamber music piece, what's more chamber than actually a cave, right? Cave is interesting because every cave is unique. So it depends where you have access to caves and if you can let people in there, if it's safe to do that. You are to explore the acoustics of the space and find the best spot for each instrument. So let's say kalimba, that's very soft, could still be audible and heard, or it could be amplified with a portable equipment. Alternatively, too, we can just space instruments out in a way that you can just acoustically hear them very well. So anything soft like this could still be audible. And I know there are different spaces in caves and structures that have that unique acoustics. I'll tell you what I was inspired by originally. So originally we were playing this game with my fiance, the Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah. And there's this musician, she played on the pipes of an old structure. And there was like a special acoustic location that made everything loud, like you could hear it for miles. And that was really cool. So I thought, hey, there's got to be a natural location somewhere like that. See if we can find that if we explore caves, right? So thank you, Tony. Thank you so much. Let me put this down because it's dangerous as water. Also want to raise the microphone. It feels a little low. Here we go. So I thought that that would be a neat idea. Also something that I would be curious to do because I haven't done that before. And also me and my producer have been talking a lot about playing music for caves or in the caves, or just grabbing my drum and going to do a video in a cave with a special lighting and, all kinds of visual effects that I thought was really beautiful. And I've seen someone do that. There's a Ukrainian couple she plays bandura, he plays guitar, and he has a spear drum too. So what a coincidence. I'm also Ukrainian and I love spear drum. Maybe it's going to be the new direction. Right. So I basically loved the idea. It was really nice and soothing. Hi, Arthur. How are you doing? Hey, we have more people here. Hello. So sorry, guys, if I missed your comment. So yes, and every element that's going to be featured in this is actually um paired with a duality of its own nature, how it could be a destructive force that destroys life, right? A water could easily sweep away life. A tsunami, an eruption could cause a giant tsunami. A water can kill if it wants to, right? You can drown in it, but it's also a life-giving force. We need water to survive. We need it every day. We need to drink water. We need to have water in our daily activities. We can't live without water as much as we can't live without air or warmth of fire or any other element. So all of the elements have to work together. And accessing their power within reason, in balance, without interfering with the natural processes of our planet and our universe, that is actually in perfect balance. Even things that are chaotic may seem unreasonable, but they are. There's a reason for that. So our planet can revive itself and recover from various whatever cataclysms or whatever natural processes are natural to it. So this is my message for an environment, to be wise about how much you consume, what you consume, how you do it, how you discard your recycle, whatever. It could be as basic as recycling, or it could be more advanced as in like we need to invest in green technology so our lifestyle does not interfere with our own existence in the future, because our planet has given us a lot of nourishment and we are, sometimes overdoing it, over, abusing the natural environments and cutting down forests and things like that. So we want to keep balance. We want to let our earth recover before we do any damage. So and hopefully we won't have to do damage. So I hope you guys got that feeling. Maybe not so much, but it's something that it definitely got me to think about it. Right, let me see who else here. All right, Tony, Arthur, thank you guys for watching. All right, now I'm gonna do something fun for y'all. All right. So I thought I've been playing my new music for many, 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 many times now. Maybe we should revise some of our songs from the album Iron Tittle Saga that I haven't done in a while. I feel like it was such a happy, upbeat, even though it was haunting and mysterious too. But comparing to my current work, it is an upbeat type of thing. So let me just search that up on my phone and play you a couple tunes. All right, here's a folder called Addition because whenever I introduce myself, I play it. Just give me a second. There we go. Okay, do you guys remember Wall Brothers? Do you also remember Aladdin? I'm gonna try to play both. I don't know if I'll be singing if I have the energy, but we'll try. Here is Wall Brothers. Enjoy. that was Wall Brothers. The first song I released from my first album, Iron Fiddle Saga. That was the song came out in 2018 on December holidays, Christmas holidays, and all the celebrations we have in the winter. So, hey, Rick, how you doing? Rick remembers that one. No worries. You're not late. We're actually right in the middle of our show, so that's great. Thank you. Tony says, love the sound. There's a dolphin below the falls. Oh yeah, that's for my water video. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, I love that. That was the whole idea to try to play with water, with its natural elements and properties and anything that it affects when it vibrates, right? Awesome. Thank you guys. So happy to hear you enjoy it. So it feels like it was ages ago, right? 2018. We're already in 2021. Wow, 2021. It's so cool. The time flies. So, what I'm doing this year, I'm actually about to start recording my next album. We're entering June, and I'm starting to work with my new producer for this show, for this album. We're going to be drafting out the foundation tracks, putting down the structure, the rhythms, the form, everything. So, writing down arrangements, recording arrangements of it, and then we're going to be inviting amazing, amazing artists that I have already invited to work with me on this. I'm really excited. And in July, we will know how much funding we got for it. And I'm really excited to do this. So, I feel like this album is going to be a statement to who I am more up to date. So the first album was kind of like introduction of me as influenced by my heritage and my experience as an artist. It was a mix of gypsy, a little bit of Celtic tunes, folk music, also cinematic music, which is what you heard in this track. Very obvious, like bum 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 bum, that one, that's definitely from like Hans Zimmer inspired movies, definitely. And yeah, so it was a mix of everything that I kind of love, especially my gypsy style playing plus cinematic music with a rock beat. The second album will be more of a shamanistic. Why is shamanistic? Because it's inspired by nature sounds. It's inspired by artists that have roots very closely connected to their environment and nature. I have an amazing consultant on this, David Mayerkel. I'm really happy to be working with him. Very lucky that he has the opportunity to work with me, has the time. So yeah, it's going to be an amazing project. So it's inspired not just by the native Canadian culture, it's one of the inspirations that I have, but also by the background from the part of the world where I'm from. So I'm Ukrainian. I'm from Kiev. My mom's Russian. She's from Rostov on Don. My father is Ukrainian. So I have both sides of the family to my heritage. And my mom's side is actually very close to, you can think about Mongolia, Kazakhstan, Yakutia, Azerbaijan, all those. Yes. So I know they're all different cultures, but the more I study and the more I learn from them, the more I discover artists who practice that kind of native style of singing, throat singing, overtone singing, and the instrumentation, hamus, all those interesting things that they play, the more I find in common between all of us. So I believe we people came from the same origin of life and we just moved apart and, built our own lives and communities. But essentially, we're all from the same origin because when we make music, we have so much in common in the way we think about it and in the way that we structure it, in the way that we play it. Any culture in the world, if you start digging deeper into the heritage and background and the way that music was created in our communities, you will find more similarities than differences, I promise you. That is not to discredit, of course, that everybody's style is unique and there are clear distinctions, but essentially it's all music and it's that divine force that unites us, that makes us ever more so special and human and diverse and beautiful and stronger as people and as community too. I'm getting messages. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and play Alien for you. Ale at the end, actually. As you know, my first album was written for Game of Thrones, for the Song of Ice and Fire. So it's basically inspired by some of the characters in the show, but mostly books. So we've read the books before we watched the show, and I'm glad we did that because there's so many stories in the books that you don't get to see on screen because it would take forever. It would be a never ending saga, which is why my album is called Iron Fiddle Saga. So some of the lesser known characters like Davos Seaworth, I wrote a song for him. It's called Blackwater. And this song is written for Tyrion Lannister. It's called Ale at the End. And if you read the books, you know why. So here we go. Here's Ale at the End. Yay! So that was Ale at the end, and I think that's about time for us today. Let me see if anybody said anything else. Hi, Beppy. How are you? I'm great, thank you. I'm good. I'm just feeling a little overwhelmed because I'm starting a new project, meaning I'm starting to record the album that I've been writing since February. It's also exciting, so I'm really excited. I know, like, once I set into a pace of things, I'll feel more relaxed. But right now, I'm just really excited. So, hi, Rick. Hi, Beppy. Hi, Arthur. Hey, I can't see more messages just yet, but I know there was someone else there. So, hi. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for your support every week. Thank you for being there every day that I share something. I just want to remind you that this album, Iron Fiddle Saga, is available for purchase. I'll send you a CD myself. The slutty mugs. So here's the CD, and it's signed by me, my producer, and I will be shipping them out to you myself. It's on my website, virabormenka.com/shop. You can get the disc over there. This is what it looks like. So I don't know. Some people told me that the mock-up image, the like icon on it when you open the the link looks different, but this is I don't know how different it looks. Perhaps maybe this thing looks black, but on mine it's see-through. I don't know, you guys, but I promise you, it's a real CD. Like this is exactly what it looks like. So you don't have any worries about the formats, about the quality. It's amazing quality. Um, so we invested more into the actual graphic on the disc than we did on packaging because I think that's more important because the disc you can keep for a long time. So look, it's signed. There you go. That's my signature on the bottom there behind my leg. I hope you enjoy that. So we went about this thinking that you can always change the packaging, but you can't change the disc once you got it unless something happened to it. Then you always can send me a message. I'll send you another one. I'll be happy to. So we invested more into the content, into what's inside, as opposed to the packaging. So some people told me that they were disappointed by the packaging. I'm sorry, but I guess we just have different values in terms of that. So as long as your disc works still, I don't see why you can't enjoy that. So if you do have any issues with it when it arrives, like it's broken or whatever, it's damaged, it doesn't play. If it doesn't play on your devices, do let me know. I'll send you another one. We never had those kind of issues. So far, everyone's disc was fine. So it should be playable on, I think, your computers and any up to date devices. If you have like a player from half a century ago, it might not work. But yes, so I'm really happy to send you this virabromeka.com/shop. Order yours today. I'll ship it out to you by Tuesday. I'll be happy to. I hope you guys are having an amazing week and enjoy your weekend. I will see you next Sunday with some more awesome new music. This time I will cover some of my new songs for you so we can get our recording season started. And of course, thank you for following through with all of my process on my new album and this kind of side project on music for caves that I'm doing. I feel like it's healing for me. That's why I'm doing it, and that's why I want to share it with you. And I hope you enjoy that too. So have an awesome week. Bye. See you soon.